Good morning, afternoon or evening. Welcome back to CrimiClown television. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Edenia. Today playing some Kerbal Space Program. It's been a while. Kerbal Space Program. We have played a bit with easy career mode, I believe, or normal career mode. Well, I think I've got a good grasp on the game. So I really wanted to try hard mode. And hard mode is by no means a joke. Let's get right into the game. Let's start a new career mode. Let's have the Robotnik flag. There we go. Great stuff. Let's save name. This is Dr. Robotnik Space Engineering Inc. Oh, it doesn't fit. Space Engineering. There we go. Difficulty options. Hard. Here we go. So what's different? So if you go to normal, you can revert flights. So basically a reset button. Quick loading. Missing crew respawn. Stuff like that. All very, well, I don't want to say easy, but yeah, if you want to learn the game, normal or easy mode is fine. Of course it is. But we're going to try and play hard mode. That means if we crash a ship, then it's gone. Then we lost the funds. Then we didn't do our best to keep it afloat. So let's let's try for a hard one. A hard game, except difficulty options hard. Space engineering. Here we go. Now, I have something running in the background. There we go. That needs to quit right away. I hope you didn't hear that. Alright, let's start the game. Hard mode, everyone. I'm excited. Alright, welcome to the Space Center. Yes, hello. We have mission control. Scientific data from Kerbin and launch of first vessel. Now that's easy. We just take 2 contracts and we build any old thing as long as it will launch. And basically anything with any oh, we don't need monopropellant on this one. Electric charge, I believe, doesn't really cut in our funds. Electric charge is free. Monopropellant isn't. So let's cut back. Because we're gonna be poor. So yeah. So anything with any engine on it. So this solid fuel booster, we'll put it on and we'll deplete it of solid fuel. Shroud? No, it doesn't need a shroud. Sure, that's fine. Orange, yellow, and white. Oh, you can choose the stripes. That's cool. That's very cool. So a new thing they added to Kerbal Space Program is you can see right here the Delta V. Kerbal! Hello, Tweedleduck. Yes! So they've added this slider here, which will tell you how much Delta V you have. Now, for those of you who are not regular rocket scientists, Delta V basically means your ability to change displayed in meters per second. So if I'm going 0 meters per second and I launch this, I will go at the end 481 meters per second. Now that is only in vacuum, I believe. And I believe you need about 2,000 meters per second to get into orbit, to get into a circular orbit around Kerbin. So Kerbin is the world, by the way. It's called Kerbin. Yeah, I think this is going to be our first vessel ever. Let's take a look at the parts. Nothing really. Oh, we have science, of course. Let's do some science while we're there. And we're going to recover everything. So, no, don't put on. Fresh start, yes. And we're playing hard mode. So this is Space Egg 1. We're just going to call them Egg 1, Egg 2, whatever. That's fine. This is Space Egg 1. Nice. Very nice. Alright, let's launch it. We have a pilot. I'm going to need any old pilot. Yeah, there we go. Alright, launch. This is indeed a fresh start, so we'll be looking at everything you need to get your first vessel into orbit and to do whatever. Now, our first launch, we did it. That's the first launch. Let's see. Off the launch pad. Oh, this is not the first launch. Alright. Well, no problem at all, as we can recover and put a little bit of fuel in it, put a parachute on top. We get full funds back, no XP. Alright, so that was a bit too easy thinking. I was thinking in the old Kerbal way. Alright, so we're going to need a parachute then. And we're going to need to set our staging, because right here, down at the bottom, there's going to be a problem with the webcam, because this AI, this UI, I mean, is going to be very cluttered. There's going to be information all over the screen. So there's no good place to put it. So I think staging is one of the less important things. We're going to add a stage, and we're going to put the booster rocket in the first stage, and then the parachute in the 0 stage. Of course, you're counting down, right? From bottom to top. Alright, so this looks more like it. We're going to have a brief little hop, and then we'll just drop the parachute. Alright. Now, let's observe some mystery goo. There we go. That's science. We have not recovered the science yet, but we are gathering it. There we go. Now, you. Hello, Jeb. This is Jeb. And Jebediah is going to do an EVA report. EVA report basically means, what are you doing here? Alright, well, let's also have a crew report. 0.9 science. It's not a lot, but we're going to take the data we have. So we're going to take it from the crew pod as well. There we go. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go... Oh, we have a milestone. Our first EVA test. There we go. That's interesting. Alright, so are you ready? Let's put on SAS, which makes us stable. Stability assist, basically. We're gonna float up. We're gonna deploy the parachute as long as we're able to deploy the parachute at our top, and we'll do some experiments from the air. There we go. Oh, that goes very fast. Floating, yep, flying over Kerbin, and a crew report. Flying over the Kerbin shores. That's fine. Alright, we're landing. So I'm going to deploy the parachute through staging by pressing space. There we go. And you'll see that we have moved a bit. We went straight up, but still we moved a bit. Now, every single one of you is probably going to know why that is. And that is, of course, because Kerbin rotates very slowly. But as long as we're in the air... we're not going to land on the same place if we just go straight up. Well, this was very easy. Let's recover the vessel. There we go. Alright, a little bit of science. Nothing too much. But we've gotten our first launch. And we've also gotten our first science. There we go. So let's get some contracts, right? Let's get some contracts for... escaping the atmosphere and orbiting around Kerbin. I think that's very fair to do. We're going to need some of this at least. Engineering, there we go. We're going to need basic rocketry and engineering, which will give us a couple of things to use, like the hammer solid fuel booster, which is basically bigger than the previous one. We get a couple of engines. That's nice. A little fuel tank, very, very small fuel tank. Not entirely worth mentioning, this fuel tank, but we're going to have to use it for now. Now, this is an interesting path to go to. 15 science. We don't have 15 science. We're going to get 15 science, though. We're going to get it. So, what are we going to do? Easy. First of all, I'm going to tweak the volume a bit, because I think it's a little bit loud, and this game can get a bit loud. And this game doesn't have any voice acting, so it's all atmospheric, so I'm just going to turn down the volume just a little bit. Alright, so, yeah. Milestones. Speed record. Yep. Excuse me. Speed records. Achieve goal. Nominal launch. The launch was loud, yes. Yeah, so I'll just put it down to 10% instead of 20, so that will do. And we've got science, so that's great. Alright, now let's take a look at our engineer's report. I think this is the most important thing that we can do. We have a certain mass, and we need to... yeah, I'm gonna grab the hammer solid fuel booster. Now, as you can see, we need to unlock it first. Everything costs money. Instead, also science, but also money. So we're gonna go with the hammer, which is basically a little bit bigger. And we're also gonna put on some fins. Now, these fins are optional, and we're gonna put them on simply because I don't want to crash from tilting. I'm going to play things very safe because, as said before, this is hard mode, and as soon as one of our Kerbals dies, we lost him. So that's just the end. Let's see, thermal, no, electrical, no, communications, not necessary. We're going to do communications very soon, though, because we want to send probes instead of Kerbals, because Kerbals cost money, and probes, not so much. Alright, let's put on 2 thermometers as well. There we go. We don't have action groups yet, do we? I don't think so, no. Alright, so action groups will have to wait. It would be very nice if we could put on an extra parachute, but that will have to go on radially. And that's not possible, as you can see. We don't have any radial attachment points. Now this costs almost 5,000 to launch. We're going to thrust limit, because if we take a look at this data, we have a thrust to weight ratio of 4.3. That means our engine is 4 times as strong as gravity. Now what does this mean? This means we're going to rise very fast. And rising very fast is no problem, but we would love it if it was just... Well, I think that's a bit too low. I think we'll go 40%. That will get us off the floor. There we go. Alright, thrust limited. We can't throttle with this engine, so there's no saving it here. There's no saving it mid-flight, I should say. Alright, so we're going to do another launch. Now, this will not get us into orbit, or into a suborbital trajectory, but we're going to go to another biome. We're going to go over the ocean. Or perhaps we're going to go to the mountains. I think the mountains is a bit more interesting on this one. Yeah, because we're going to splash down in the ocean lots of times. So, why not? Let's grab this. Orbit Kerbin and escape the atmosphere. No, that's not interesting at all. Solid fuel, we have quite a bit. Alright, we're going to go against the rotation of the Earth. Kerbin, sorry. The Earth does not exist. So... if we're going against, look, because now we have an orbital velocity of 175 meters per second, that means that our planet is rotating at this altitude at 175 meters per second. That means that if we go that away, this way is where the Kerbin is rotating, that means that we get a head start. We're going to go the other way. We're going to go against the grain, so we're going to have to travel further in order to go there. Alright, let's try this out. So this gets us off the ground. Look at this, very nice. Steady. Steady. Oh, I see that we have... oh god, can I cut the engine? Oh god, always check your staging. We cannot cut the engine. This is horrendous. This will go very bad. This is going to be a quick end to our career. Oh god. There's only one stage as well. Well, at least it's slowing down. This is interesting though. I'm going to get sick. Alright, crew report. No. Nothing. Oh god. No, Jeb did not survive that. Ooh boy. Alright. Space Center. That was bad. So this is what happens when you're RIP. RIP indeed. Wow, that sucks. Alright. We've actually lost Jeb. You know what? We can't live without Jeb. We can't live without Jeb. This is too much. Alright, can I load? Loading saves not allowed this game. Alright. In that case, I'm gonna be very stingy about this. I'm gonna redo the first mission. Oh, this is... Oh, man. Yeah, this is bad. Alright. Alright, start new. Career hard. There we go. Space engineering. Override, yes. Oh, man. That's really... really sucks. Alright, thanks. Got it. Oh, wow. Alright, we're so bad. Why did we play hard mode again? I don't remember. Hey, welcome to Kerbal Space Program, everyone. That's, oh, God. Yep, we're gonna die. Alright, command pod. Check. Solid fuel booster. Check. Parachute on top. Check. Mystery goo. Let's have 2. That rhymes. Alright. Space Egg 1. I forgot. I'm kind of having a deja vu here. There's nothing else really we can use, right? This is all... We can use one of those girders, but that's not really that interesting. Yeah, alright, let's launch. Staging. Staging. I'm gonna have to put a reminder on the screen. Check your staging. We could also just have this up, because this will tell you, cannot transmit science, that's no problem. And we have unused monopropellant. Well, let's always check the engineer report before before launching. I think that's good. Alright, Space Egg. Let's have just a little bit of solid fuel, just to get off the ground. There we go. Launch. Hey, look us here, it's Jebediah Kerman. Alright, so, you're going to do an EVA report for me, aren't you? Yes. Alright, let's put that in. Crew report, thanks. I will take it. Mystery goo. Check the staging? Yes, I did check the staging. Thank you very much. Alright. Oh, keep reminding me because I will forget. Alright, here we go. We've done ground science. Let's go to air science. Alright, we'll do a crew report. And we'll do a mystery goo. There we go. Flying at Kerbin. Now we cannot EVA while on a parachute. We have to update. Upgrade the what's it called? We have to upgrade the astronaut complex. That's what it's called. Yep. There we go. Touchdown. And recover. Checked it again. Yep. Gonna have to check it again. Alright, next. I think we got even more science than last time. Alright, let's do basic rocketry. And this is 15, 18, 20. We can't do it yet. Alright. Mission control. Let's orbit Kerbin. Oh, we can test the decoupler landed at Kerbin. I think that's fair. Focused observational test in flight above Kerbin. I don't know if we can do that. We can try. Test parachute. What are those 15, 18 and 20 sciences? They offer us new parts, and these are all necessary parts for science, as well as science, as well as some new engines, fuel tanks, stuff like that. Test at the launch site. Alright, that's good. We'll take some easy contracts. Alright, let's check the list. Oh yeah, we have some milestones. Sure. Blah, 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 blah. We've got those before. Alright, that really sucks. You cannot load during this game. Not at all. You can't even save the game proper and then load it. I think that's really clever. They knew I was going to abuse it. Alright, here we go. We have to test a flea. Kerbal launch site. Alright, and also a decoupler. This one. Alright. Oh, that's cool. We can have the decoupler here. Yep. Like this. Alright, staging. Rocket goes to the first stage. There we go. Then this and then this. Yeah. Alright, so we only need to test it. I think there's just a right-click test option when we do it. It doesn't say to test it through staging. So yeah, we're not going to decouple. We're going to get this this stage. We're going to get rid of this stage entirely. Oh, we can't. We can't get rid of this stage. So we'll just have it above here. We'll just swap this stage to here. So we'll just have the parachute first. Sure, that's fine. Alright, cool. Thrust limiter. Yeah, we want to limit the thrust because we're going to get swung into the air. Alright. Now, this is not how you normally do staging. This is just because we want to test the decoupler and not get rid of it before we land. Alright, so thrust limiter, I think 30. 30 is nice, I think. Yeah, 1.9, that's fine. I think 25 for 1.63. That's even better, I think. And now we can also have the thermometer, too hot thermometer. Let's put it on. Let's put 2 of them on. Yep. 2 of these. Check. Alright, that will make for some interesting challenges. I think we'll put them up here. Yep, and this up here. Now, a neat little trick. If you want to offset one of these, you can just... oh, we'll have to get rid of snap mode. There we go. We can just pull these in a little bit. Now, these are a lot more hidden and a lot better for aerodynamics. So this will do. Yeah. All right. Space Egg 1. Launch. All right. So we want to land somewhere else now, not just on the landing site again. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go up and we're going to go just slightly this way. Now. Toggle display, that's fine. Log temperature. Sure. Science. We're also going to tilt a little bit more in order to go towards the mountains. And we'll have a crew report. No, that's just flying over Kerbal shores. Alright. Alright, this is nice. We tested this at the launch site. So you can test it by staging, so that's good. We're gonna try an air brake by moving this away. We're gonna do a mystery goo flying at Kerbal, so that's the same. Temperature is, I believe, yeah, grasslands, great. We'll do a crew report, which is also from the grasslands. That's great. And I think we'll just toggle the parachute here and turn off SAS. No stability assist. We'll just topple this way. Yep, that's good. Alright, we'll do the old spinny. Whoa, Jebediah is getting a bit sick there. Alright, that's fine. That is fine, actually. Alright, observe mystery goo. Nothing new, I assume. Nope, flying at Kerbal. We'll have one flying at Kerbal because we can't possibly take 2. Alright, that... Whoa! G-forces there. Alright, cool. Very cool. Crew report, I believe we... Yeah, we already have a crew report because we just did it in the air. Oh, we can have an interior overlay now. That's new. Oh, look at this. Look at this little Jebby. That's nice. That's nice. He's just sitting there with a little window above his head. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, there's the shadow. It's a good thing we cast shadow so we can see where we land. And let's have stability assist on for this part, so we don't wobble when we land. Oh, we're standing tall. That's great. All right, now let's have a mystery go from here. Yep, Kerbin's grasslands. Great, let's EVA. And let's take this out, take the data. From this as well, take data. We'll take data from the pod. We'll do an EVA report. Kerbin's grasslands. There we go. Let's go in. One last crew report. And let's recover the vessel. Alright. We're still alive. This is going well. Alright. 25 science. That will do nicely. Alright. Let's save. We'll do a quick save. I don't know if quick save does anything. Loading saves not allowed this game. Yeah, so you can quick save all you want. But there's no loading in this game. Not at all. Alright. Research. General rocketry. Now this is nice because it gives us a fuel tank and a thumper solid fuel booster. And that's really nice. And a Reliant rocket engine. Gives us a slightly bigger fuel tank, which will help against our part count. This will have radial decouplers. That's very nice to have. But I think we want to get some more science first. So we'll get the barometer. We'll get the service bay and some radial mount parachutes. There we go. Alright, so let's leave the facility and let's take a look at our contracts. Mission control, what do you got? We have escape the atmosphere. Now, I think we can escape the atmosphere. I think we have a perfectly fine way of doing this. And orbit Kerbin. Oh, I still have... Oh, shit, we didn't test the decoupler. Alright, so we still need to test the decoupler. Now, let's see if we can do that landed. Let's see if we can just launch without fuel. If we can do it, that would be nice. Yep, it's tested. Contract complete. Got some good data there. Yep. Alright, cool. Recover. Great. The Space Egg 1 has been returned. Alright, let's also take Orbit Kerbin. Now that's going to take some more interesting maneuvers, some more interesting design. I don't think we're there quite yet, but we can do the hammer. Hammer solid fuel booster. I think that's very nice to have. Let's get a hammer. Do we also have still the coupling? Yes, the TD12 decoupler. So we really want... Oh, we already have one, of course. We'll already have one. Yep. Do we have... I think it's... it doesn't seem like we have it. Alright. Let's get the Prismat barometer. And let's put this right about here. Right, so these now overlap, but that's okay. This one needs to be double though. Yep, that's fine. Now this is still rather aerodynamic. It's not really great. Clocky! Hello, Najad. Thank you so much for tuning in. Alright. So yeah, this engine is gonna get us to orbit, I believe, without issue. Let's put the thrust limiter on 50%. Still too much, right? 25. 25%. That's too little. Alright, I think 40% then. We want to get off the ground, but we don't want to launch into space. We just want to get into the atmosphere, dip in, dip out. Alright, I think this will do. This will do. Alright, we have radial mount parachutes. Should we get some radial mounts and just recover the whole thing? I think that's great. Let's just make it one big vessel. So how much are these to deploy? 400. It's going to be a bit more expensive, but at least we can keep the fuel booster. There we go. I think this will slow us down significantly. Alright, check staging. Check staging. This is gonna significantly be different because this is Space Egg 2. This is no longer just a shooting missile. This is gonna be something interesting. We don't want to switch the editor, really. Alright. Engineer. Let's give Valentina a try. Here we go. Hello, Val. Alright, get in. Alright, so we're a bit heavier now with the parachutes on, but still able to lift off. Let's just try it. Let's just go. Fly me to the moon. Here we go. Alright, we're going to slightly incline. Very slightly incline. And our main goal is to hit the light blue bar here, because the, well, this is light blue actually, the normal blue bar. And if we are above this bar, then we have a lot less air pressure, so we can tilt. We're going to tilt just a bit more. We're going to go to 70 degrees. 70 degrees, let's hold it. Let's hold it right there. And we're going almost at the speed of sound. There we go. Sonic boom. Alright, the air is getting thinner. So what we're gonna do, I want to know apoapsis. There we go. So if this hits 70, that means that we've hit space. Alright, let's hop into 45. This will not hit space. Nope. It will not. But we're going to go into upper atmosphere. And upper atmosphere has some unique science. Let's log. There we go. Upper atmosphere. Pressure data. Upper atmosphere. Observe mystery goo. Upper atmosphere. Crew. Crew report. Upper atmosphere. There we go. Looks like the mouse is not in sync with... Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yep. Alright, is it... Can I help it by alt-tabbing? That's what I want to know. No, it appears to be something in-game. Yep, you're absolutely right. And it appears to be something in-game. I don't think I can help it. This is strange. Yeah. Alright, so I've had something before. I'm gonna turn off the game after this and see if it's still there. Alright, we've broken altitude records. Always nice to break some records, because that will greatly and fantastically improve our... Oh, we're going down. Yep, we're going down again. Now, we want to go down by pointing down. Yeah, absolutely see what you mean. I'm going to try and restart in a second. See if that helps it. Alright. So, we're still going faster and faster. Surface speed is going up. I believe it would be wise if we tried our parachute. Yeah, it's very high for the parachute, but we're gonna do it. Alright, so it's gonna deploy it as soon as it's done, which will take a while. We'll try and slow down. Alright, we're gonna have to deflect. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to deflect, try to get some surface speed. Alright, so if we turn like this... Oh god, we can't even EVA. If we turn like this, we will slow down significantly. There we go, parachutes open! Oh god. Just about. Just about. Alright. Hey Val. You survived. That was too close. That was too close. Oh my god. I'm gonna have... Oh, it's a world first... Oh, shit. I clicked away the milestone. Alright. Alright, don't do stupid shit until I'm back. Alright, I won't. I won't. I promise. I promise. Log. Alright, some mystery goo from the water. Yep. Alright. Cool, cool. Let's get you out. Take the crew report. Make an EVA report. Yep. Go back in. Crew report. Let's check our missions. We have no missions left. Nope. Go. Oh, that was close. That was too close. Ah. Oh. Alright. 1 second. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna quit the game. I'm gonna see. There is no mouse. No, there's no mouse in screen right now. So let's go to properties. Let's see. Kerbal Space Program. Now let's go to the editor. Editor. There we go. KSP. Properties. Capture cursor. So what if I don't capture the cursor? Because it has an in-game cursor, right? So let's try that. All right, let's press play. Oh, so now it doesn't show anything at all. Not even the software cursor. All right. So now I'm putting it on the G for loading. Yeah, that looks to be fine. All right, great. Looks to be fine. Putting it on the right. Yep. All right. So the mouse is synced again. Great. Alrighty. Start game. Resume saved. Dr. Robotics Space Engineering. We have 2% reputation. Alright, so for those of you who just joined us, we're playing hard mode, so no takebacks. No takebacks at all. Stability. Yes, please. General rocketry for the engines and the fuel tanks. Yes, please. Advanced rocketry. The Terrier is going to be really good in flight. And this fuel tank is going to be really good as well. Now here we've got a crew cabin, which is really nice. Get some people on board. Get everyone to level up and die at the same time. We've got an aviation, we've got a flight control, and more science, I believe. Yeah, this is the Science Junior. Massive thing. Also one probe, the Stay Putnik. Rechargeable battery pack. Experiment storage unit. Very handy to have because this one has very high tolerance. This can survive getting drops from 15 meters per second. So if you're on a planet like the moon, then if you eject this before landing, for instance, you'll always have, whether you're crashing or not, you'll always have this left. And you can always gather your experiments again at a later time. Now these antennas are going to be really important. High gain antenna. We're going to need some relay antennas in order to make a network around the world. Right, we've got some funds. We can upgrade something. Let's see what we need to upgrade. The astronaut. No, that's expensive. Muyo expensivo. Heavier rockets. That's going to be nice. Not as nice as having the vehicle assembly administration building. It's not really that interesting. So what can we do? Fundraising, which is reputation gains and puts it into funds. I would rather have reputation gains put into site. You know what? We're just gonna do without strategies this time. We're not gonna put any strategies in. We're just gonna have a natural gaming experience. How great! Mission control. What have we got? Escape the atmosphere. Orbit Kerbin. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, we'll have the there we go. Come on. Space. What's this? Come on. I can't type anything. Space hopper. Space hopper. There we go. Space hopper 1. We're gonna have a pod. We're gonna have to show someone how to get into space. We'll unlock this for the time being, but we'll use this. A bigger fuel tank. This we need to decouple probably. If we come back from space, you know what? Let's do it just with one of these, because last time we got almost into space, and this will probably get us into space. You know what? Let's open up the. No, let's don't save this. All right, let's get the Space Egg 2. Yep, load it in. All right, so let's just use this. We'll just use one big flipping engine. Will this be enough? I don't know. 4 parachutes definitely will. This is not too expensive still. Alright, this will get us a 2-to-1 thrust ratio. We'll limit it to 50%. 1.40. Sure. Sure, 1.40. Alright, so this... we'll get Jeb on the case. Because Bill and Bob do not have any way to steer this thing. They don't know really how stability assist works. And just to be perfectly clear about this, stability assist in Kerbal Space Program is this. Just holding on to the steering wheel. That's stability assist. Right, now I'm thinking we could also make this the orbital egg 1. I think we can do orbit, because look, this is almost enough to get us into orbit, but we would rather have something that can throttle in the main stage. Alright, so, and if we do that, if we have engines on board, we definitely want to decouple after going back. Alright, radial decoupler, we're going to need this. We're going to get some fuel tanks. 4. I think 4 fuel tanks will do. We'll get an engine on. Let's go with the Reliant engine. We'll rely on the Reliant. Now this alone should, in theory, get us into orbit. Let's give it a bit of a boost, shall we? We'll do some radial decoupling. And we'll make it 2. And we'll get some... You know what? We'll get some hammers. Why not? Let's do it a bit cheap. Yeah. I think this will do. Do we have aerodynamics? We have a nose cone. That will do perfectly fine. Alright, 2 nose cones on it. Some winglets in order to stay a little bit on the safe side. Yep, why not? 2 of them. That will do. That's nice. Yep. 2 nice wings in order to be a bit stable. We can have landing struts, but we don't need this right now. The heat shield might come in very handy. The heat shield, we need the big one, 1.25. That's the size we're rocking right now. We don't need this much ablator. I think 60 ablator will do very well. Alright, alright. Now this is on properly. Yep. Alrighty. Utility. We have a parachute on top. That's enough for just this base. We have all manner of science. Let's save the orbital egg 1. I think we can do it. Alright, staging. 1, 2, 3, 4. My baby don't care. Alright, never mind. Outcast. Alright, let's save it. Let's go to the launch pad. Dangerous missions. I'm always going to need an escape plan. And this is not an escape plan at all. Alright, let me quickly check my facts. Delta V to orbit Kerbin. I'm just quickly gonna Google it. Delta V to orbit Kerbin. What's an orbit? How would you fix this? Alright, that's not... Cheat sheet. There we go, the cheat sheet. Great. Delta V. Oh, here's a Delta V map. Alright, so Kerbin. Low orbit of Kerbin. It's 80 kilometers. It's gonna need a lot more Delta V. I thought it was around 2,000, but it's 3,400, just about. Alright. So, what can we do? Well, easy. Let's go EVA. Let's do an EVA report. Oh, we already had that. Alright, cool. In that case, we'll do a temperature thing from here. We'll do a pressure data from here. And we'll do a mystery goo from here. Because the mystery goo always has some residual science in it. Alright, and we'll recover it. We'll just make it a bit bigger. If we need to make it a bit bigger, then we will do it. Alright, while I'm building this, I'm gonna quickly grab another beer, because I think that's the best thing to do if you're building rockets. Just drink more beer. Yeah, we'll put the thumpers on. The giant thumpers. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, aerodynamics. Nose cone. Does this have fuel in it? It has no fuel crossfeed. Alright, so why does it have this? Oh, it's for different paints. I thought it was a fuel icon. It had fuel in it. Alright. This will probably do. We'll go 4 of these. Now the engineer report has something to say. It says you have a little bit too much mass weight. So we're gonna have to get rid of some of this solid fuel. Alright, so that... I don't know if this is gonna orbit us. We're gonna have to see. I think we're just a little bit too heavy. Get all this yeah, what if we ditch the fins? That's not really that heavy. Ditching the fins will not really make a difference. Alright, so what if we ditch this but get an extra fuel tank, and then the main stage is going to be a lot better. This is going to go simultaneously. That's good. Alright. So this has too much fuel in it. Now it doesn't. Alright, so we get a decent boost, right? Decent boost off the ground. How's that thrust to weight first stage? 2.9. 2.9 is too much. Half of that would be great, I think. 1.4. Yeah, orbital egg 1. Now this is at least going to get us a suborbital trajectory. Let's hope it will also orbit us. I highly doubt it. I think we're going to need a bigger launch pad. Alright. Let's try it anyway. Let's try it. Let's save. We have Jeb. Jebediah, you're the bravest Kerbal I know. Alright. Let's quickly press escape. I don't know if that stops time at all. Would be nice. Yeah, it looks like it does. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, people. Two things to remind me now. First, check staging. Second, check fridge. Freezer, to be more specifically. Alright, so we have a combined delta V of 3,173. We're gonna see if this works. Alright, here we go. Gonna tilt slightly. So this here, this needs to become 70,000 meters, right there. Oh god, we're tilting too fast. We are tilting too fast. This is probably not going to go well. I'm trying to resist. But it's not working. Alright, throttle up. We're going like a fucking dart. Alright, we have way too much drag. And we're not escaping. Alright, we should have gone up. A lot more up. And a lot less. Alright, so surface speed is now making us heat up like a fucking fireball. And I don't think we're gonna break atmosphere at all. Alright, that is dangerous. That's dangerous. Stop it. At least we'll get to the other continent. I'm pretty sure of that. That is dangerously fast. Yep. We're not gonna break atmosphere, but damn it, are we looking cool. Just look at this. Jeb is lit. Alright, this is getting too hot. Yeah, too hot for Twitch. Alright, I'm gonna ditch it. I don't think I will be able to recover this. We're falling. Alright, at least we're very far away. Alright, I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna have to air brake. Look at this. Shame! Shame. This mission is wasted. Alright, put the parachute out. Alright, so this is why we test things. This is why we play on normal, to be able to revert the flight. Because this is getting very bad. Alright. Surface speed, yeah, well, alright, we're going very slow now. And we'll easily make it. Alright, so this is just money wasted. But we're going to try again. And we're going to succeed this time. I'm also just going to take all the extra science I can get. Alright, let's lay on our... yeah, lay on the back. There we go, come on. Just top it. Yep. Oh no, it wants to float this way. Fine. Alright, EVA report. Kerbal's water. We already have that. Alright, so... log temperature. Oh, we actually need to be in. We already have this. And this. But there's at least going to be some mystery goo. Yeah. Alright, cool. Recover. Not the best. Not the best at all. We have now 11.8 science, but we did get a new world first milestone. Speed record and a distance record. Alright. We're gonna try the same mission once again. Orbital Egg 1. Let's get Jeb in it and let's launch. This time we're gonna go up. We're gonna go a lot of up. We have fins on it. It should hold. It should. Should hold. Alright, going straight up. Fingers crossed. At least we know we can save it now. If it flips or whatever, we can still just ditch the rocket and try again. Alright, let's go. Fingers crossed. We're not gonna tip. We're not gonna tip until we are higher up. Because these rockets... These rockets are very mean to us. Tipping ever so slightly. Alright, ever so slightly. Just measly degrees off. Alright, this looks good. Alright, now... Oh, they crash against each other. Did you hear that? That means no debris. That's good. Alright, so... This engine has no what's called gimballing. Oh, we're going up though. Look at this. We actually need to turn. We need to turn a lot. Alright, we're up 70 kilometers. Alright. I'm gonna tip. Alright, we're gonna check our orbit. Orbit delta V. We're going for a way too high apoapsis. We actually need to point this straight at the horizon. And let's hold it with SAS. Or at least we're in a suborbital trajectory. This is very good. Alright, that's it. Look where we are. We're in space. Let's look at the map. We're gonna have a very high... Yep, very high inclination. Alright, so we're not gonna be able to orbit with this. We need more control. And we need more... space near Kerbin. That's great. We need more control. And we also need more... more delta V, more science per minute. Alright, crew report. Great. Space near Kerbin. Alright. This is great. Look at this. I'm not doing anything. This is just rolling in space. Alright, so what I'm going to do, because this is going to take ages, I'm going to go up to our top of the periapsis. We can actually click, I believe, warp. No, we can't yet. So we have to upgrade something for it. Alright, top of the apoapsis. Let's check if this now gives us high science, high space. High over Kerbin. Yes, I will take it. Thank you. Gladly take it. High over Kerbin. Alright, observe mystery goo. High over Kerbin. Now that's a lot of science. Alright. Let's go back down to the Earth. This is the first time we're ever going to fall in the dark. So there we go, ablator. Alright, we're gonna de-warp here a bit. I'm gonna try and turn it so that the instruments do not get the brunt of it. Now this ablator, I think this is well over enough. Oh, that was a rocket exploding somewhere. Alright, yeah, so this is plenty of ablator. I think we can deal with 20 ablator, perhaps. I think 20 is fine. Alright, world first milestone. Yep. Escape the atmosphere. What's it like up there? Alright, that's great. So we're gonna splash down in the ocean. We're gonna drop to 2000, I believe. I think this is, well, I'm going to drop it now because I want to be safe. Alrighty. Whoa. And we're gonna time warp to 0. Yep. Alright, look at this. Great stuff. Now the only thing we didn't get was a crew report from high up. But that's simply because we can only have one crew report and we couldn't escape. So I believe this will be it. Recover the vessel. Recover the vessel. The vessel! Oh, this is great. Alright. 70 science. Now that's something. That's some science. Alright, so 45 will get us our next tier. So what do we want? Do we want basic science, which gives us a probe that we can use. Also antenna. Antenna, very important. Do we want to get the wings and the incline wheel? No. Flight, aviation? Nope. General construction? Now this is interesting because of the crew cabin. We can take everyone and they can all die at the same time. Or advanced rocketry, which will give us a bigger fuel tank and some thuds that we can just stick on the side. Very nice. This will give us some very nice things. And then we also have fuel systems. Fuel systems, which is basically a dream come true. I'm going to quickly just handle my microphone. Very sorry. There we go. Yeah. Options. Options, everyone. This fuel tank is very nice. This cabin also very nice. Or extra science. Science Junior. So we can take a Science Junior on some wheels around the base in order to get some free, easy science. But what does this unlock? Electrics? Electrics. Oh, yeah, the probe core. This probe core has SAS capabilities, and we also want these photovoltaic panels and the inline battery bank. Very nice stuff altogether. I think we're going to go for basic science. Yeah. Yep. Alright, we have a bit of cash to spend. Let's upgrade the launch pad in order to make heavier rockets. Now the part limit is also a thing, but we need to upgrade this building, which is 450,000 Kerbucks. And we don't really have that many Kerbucks at the moment. Tracking station will be really good to upgrade as well. Mission control, what do you say? What do you have for me? Suborbital space flight of Kerbin. 2 tourists. Yeah, we can't take them at the same time. That's going to be an expensive endeavor. This is crew report in flight near Nerd's Adventure. Alright, I have no idea where that is. Got it. Where is Nerd's Adventure? Oh god. This is all very far away from where we are right now, I believe. Oh no, it's not too bad. This is where the space station is. We just can't zoom in. I think this is where the space station is. Oh yeah, here it is. Toggle sites. Great, so we have Kerbal Space Center. Yep, alright. Now, that does remind me, I need to check something. If, when we play on hard mode, settings, difficulty hard, do we have advanced extra ground stations? Alright, so this is enabled by default. That means that we have 1 ground station on every quarter of the Earth. That means, basically, that if we launch a probe, it has connection with this tracking station, but if it loses connection with this tracking station, another one, a quarter around the globe, will pick it up. And we'll continue the communication. So that's very nice. Something we don't really have to worry about just now, but it's going to become very... I Beck, what did I miss? Well, nothing much. We did go into space. We went into space just a little bit too far. But we came back. We came back. Alright, so haul hammer into flight above Kerbin. Alright, so we just have to have it on our flight. Such for the long wait. We had some people over. Well, that happens. You know, that happens sometimes. Alright. We're gonna make a hammer stack. Which is exactly as interesting as it sounds. Not very. So we're gonna stack some hammers. So we at least have a hammer on every stage. So this is needed in the... yeah, let's see. Hammer, solid fuel booster in Kerbin, flying at a certain speed. Alright, so we put one of those on, and then we just do this. And we do this. Now, I believe that 3 will get us to where we need to be. So we need to have a speed, a certain speed, at a certain altitude. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pump it right up. And then as soon as we hit that mark, I'm gonna wait until we are at the right. This is gonna be test egg 1. No, just test egg. That's fine. All right. All right, Val. Your turn. So we're just gonna boost it up. And then boost it up again. And then boost it up again. We're just going to go straight up. No funny business. As soon as we have all of these ticks, then we're fine. Alright, so this one is just going to take it straight up. We're going to have a certain speed at a certain altitude. Oh, we didn't check the staging, right? Nope, we didn't. We didn't check staging. I'm very sorry. Alright, so this will not break altitude. Alright, interesting. Alright, this will break speed. I don't know if it will break the altitude. So we're just gonna have to wait before launching the next one. Perhaps we'll just reach this altitude. Oh, looks like it. I don't know if we'll reach it at the right speed. We'll just plus. I'll just do it safely. Right. So we lost. We didn't lose all that speed. Oh, what's happened here? Oh God. Yeah, this is bad. Very bad. Alright, and we're gonna... Yep, we did it. Alright, cool. Let's tilt. Boom. This is not even breaking. Alright, let's jettison the heat shield. Wow. Alright, that's a bit strange. But I'll take it. I'll take it. Let's also try and divert somewhere this way. I know it's a bit strange to do it, but let's try and land in a different biome. Alright, and SAS off. There we go. I don't think this will take us to the different biome yet, but we're going to try at least. I don't think we're going to deflect at all. We're also not going to orbit. We're not going to go to space on this one. Crew report. Let's see what we have. Nope. Upper atmosphere. Nope. Alright, so it takes us to... It's still upper atmosphere. Flying over Kerbin's water. We didn't have that one yet. Alright, cool. Now, let's drop the parachute, which is gonna drop us in turn. .2 science. Well, it's better than nothing. Alrighty. Alrighty. Bye, yeah. Mission complete. I'll take it. I'll gladly take it. Boom. Some more mystery goo. Why not? It's not very lucrative at all. Yeah, we already have these. Yep, alright, cool. EVA, we have recover. That will at least give us some cash. And some... well, not cash, but science as well. Yep, alright. And a mission. Mission well done. Alright, mission control. What do we have? Test the Juno in flight over Kerbal. Now this is considered significant. Swivel. Alright, so we need to be at very low altitude with a very high speed. Yeah, we're not going to do it. Test in flight over Kerbal with a very low speed. That's interesting. So we have to kind of activate part through staging. Alright, interesting, but we can do that. We can do it. We'll have to make a custom craft for it. Test egg. Yep. Alright, let's get rid of you. Alright, the test egg. Do you still have no monopropellant? Yes. Alright, great. Dark white, grey and white. Love it. I love that there are options now. There never used to be options. That's great. As for the ablator, yeah, we said we could do with less, right? We'll do with 20. Which costs less and also weighs less because, well, believe it or not, this adds to mass. And quite significantly too. 20 ablator. That's all we're gonna need. And if it's gone, then I believe that this pod has quite good heat resistance. Lights on. Oh, it has an internal light. Look at that. And we can toggle the flag. Alright, cool stuff. Not for now though. Alright, let's take a look at missions. So we need to test at 5,000 altitude. We need to test something. So let's take a fuel tank. And let's take a Reliant engine. Right? This is going to be a very light craft. We could even just bring it back altogether. So without this at all. Yeah, I think that's fine. So we want to be up 5,000 feet, and we want to basically hang still at that time. We also, if we're going to take this back, we might as well have fins on it. Because, well, why not? We're going to take it back anyway. It's going to be a free return. We're also going to want some side parachutes. Some radial mounts. We need to make sure that this lands. There we go. And you know what? These can be a bit higher up. Or perhaps even we have 3 of them. Is that a thing? No, that's going to be very ugly. You know what? Let's have 2. 2, I say. Yep. Great. We'll just have it like this. So, engine, then parachute through staging. We want the Mark 16 parachute, which is this one, to be executed through staging if we're at 5,000 feet with very low speed. I think we can do it. I'm gonna get one of my beers from the freezer. I'll be right back. Whew. Alright, it's time for some more stupid stuff. We're just gonna burn through some of these contracts in order to get some money, in order to upgrade some stuff, in order to, well, have a good life. Alright, so we need to climb up. Climb up to 5,000 meters and basically come to a standstill. SAS on. Here we go. Oh, that's fast. This is like a mini dart. Alright, we're gonna try and stay around the try and stay on a very low speed, just under 100. Alright, so the speed is now good. Now we just try and keep the speed steady. Alright, try and keep the speed steady. Alright, tested it. There we go. Easy enough. Now we just go back down. Just go back down. Slowly but surely. And look at this. 5 meters per second. I think this can handle a 5 meter per second landing. And if not, I have a little solution for that. So we're going to land somewhere around here. We still have some fuel left. Now, if you think this is going to be too hard of a landing, for instance, if we were only booking one parachute, this might get a bit rough. So what do? We just go down and down and down. And then, as soon as we're about to hit the ground, we can see our shadow, I believe. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to time it just about right. And we're just going to burn it just a bit. There we go. Easy landing. Now that's an easy way to soften the blow. If you still have a little bit of fuel left, just burn up quite a little bit. Alright, no science, but we did get some sweet cash. We're gonna need some cash. Wow, 3 tourists. We're not gonna do 3 tourists. We might do 2 if we can get this this crew cabin, but we'll need some more science for it. Yeah, we'll need some more science. Let's get some science over and done with. Because we have an extra science part, I believe, but we haven't used it yet, which is the Science Junior. Alright. So, let's open up the Orbital Egg 1. Remember this one? Yep, I do. Alright, so the Orbital Egg 1. We're gonna decouple this, and we're gonna put some more tanks on it. Now, this contract complete, that's cool. Let's see. We have 2 parts left. Now, we want the Science Junior to be part of the pod returning home. There we go. So, ablator is really in place here. Yep, alright. Now, this has a lot of total mass, total delta V, I mean. Right, this is gonna stand on its engine, which is not the best. Take it just a bit lower. So if you don't want to pick it up and place it again, what you can also do is you can just even though this is great, but you can just go to the move tool and you can just pull it up and down a bit. But I think this is fine. This is perfectly fine. Alright, we're at 29 parts. What I really would like to do is get this orbital egg into orbit. So let's try. Let's try with Jeb. Jeb is our main pilot up till now. Valentina has had some... You know what, Valentina, you can be the first ever Kerbal to orbit space. To orbit around. I think that's great. Let's launch it. Oh boy, I'm gonna regret this. Alright, it's sort of steady. We're gonna open the observe the material bay, which is 4.5 science. Let's do a mystery goo, which is 0.1. Let's do a press mat, which is nothing at all, and a temperature, which is nothing at all. Alright, let's do a crew report. I think we've done this before. Yep. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Let's recover the vessel. Now, the reason why we recover it is because we also want to do a Science Junior once we're in space. Alright. Valentina, you're gonna get into the orbital egg and we're gonna launch you again. Alrighty. Thrust up. Check staging, as always. And staging is good. Staging is fine. Alright, let's go to maneuver node. We want to know advanced orbit info locked and approach info locked. Alright, so this is what we need to complete. We have an orbit. We can have an orbit. And we have an apoapsis currently sitting at the right space where we are. Alright. Are you ready? Because I am. 3, 2, 1. Launch. Alright, it's going up. Slowly but surely. We're not going to tilt it. Not very much. Because last time we tilted it, we went as a dart straight to the horizon. Alright, we're going to tilt just a little bit. So these rockets don't end up on the launch pad, which is important. Alright. Here we go. Boom. There we are. Alright, nice. Now this is quite hard to steer because there's a lot of drag on it. We can't steer it any further this way. We're gonna have to force it to go this way. Yep. Alright. We're gonna have to take a. We're gonna have to watch our apoapsis. As soon as it hits just over 70, I'm gonna stop it. Just gonna stop it. I would love to have this go down now. Oh yes, we're over 70. Alright. Now we're gonna tilt to the horizon. And we're just gonna take a look at our orbit. Alright. So our orbit, if you can call it that at all, we have an apoapsis of 77. We can lock it there. Alright, and it doesn't give us the time to apoapsis, but we can give it a guess. We can guess it. Right, so one of the things we need to know, if we go into orbit like this, we need to have fuel left to deorbit. Very important. Alright, I think this is the time to start pushing. Pushing just a bit. Now, normally I would say point prograde. But if you want to point prograde, you have to be at the apoapsis, and I don't think we have enough. Alright, we're in space. We're gonna try and orbit this baby. But in order to orbit, we're gonna need a lot of work. A lot of work. Alright, so now the apoapsis is moving away from us. Moving away from us. We're gonna wait until we're nearly there. And then point at the horizon. Point at the horizon on the nav ball. There we go. Coming very close. Yeah, it's just about standing still. That's great. That's what we want. Now let's also keep in mind our periapsis on the other side. Periapsis is the other side of the orbit. I believe that we're not going to make it. Not with all the fuel in the world. Oh, we're doing something. Something's going right. Alright, we might just. Look at this altitude. We might just make it. We're at least very close to the proper design. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in orbit. We did it. Orbit Kerbin. Wow. We are currently in orbit, which means basically we're staying in space. We have an orbit around the Kerbin. So that means we're staying in space. So if both of these are above 70,000, you're good to go. You're going to stay. You're here to stay. Now we can't EVA, sadly. If we could just have a jump out. We could, you know, we can have Val take a look around. This is not of interest to us. We want to observe the materials bay. 15 science. I'll gladly take it. And a mystery goo container. Alright. Yeah, let's keep the extra science. I love it. Oh, here's a crew hatch. We're ticking on the crew hatch. Alright, that's not what we want. Alright, so cool. We're in space. Now we have a very... Yeah, we have done the orbit Kerbin thing. Right, cool. We want to get back. Now, how do we get back? Easier said than done. The easiest way is to drop our periapsis again. Now, how do we drop it? We turn our craft and we go to not the prograde, but the retrograde vector. Now, the retrograde is the opposite of the prograde, and this will drop our periapsis. Now, the best place to do it is at apoapsis, but we've just shot over it, so we're just gonna give it a little bit of thrust, and as you can see, this moves the periapsis, moves it back down, and right around the 50-kilometer mark is usually a good idea, because usually that's enough to drop you back down onto the floor. If this is just 60, just sometimes just around 50, depending on your entry speed, this will not slow you down enough, and you will just shoot out into orbit again. But you will slow down on each pass, and slowly but surely get to a proper deorbiting speed. Now it's a shame that that Eva cannot, Valentina cannot EVA. That would be very nice if she could, but sadly she can't. There's also no other sciences that we can do, but just look at this. There's the Mun. Look, there's the Mun. I wonder if we can see Minimus from here. So the Mun is right there, so where is Minimus? Minimus is right there, so that should be all the way out there. But I don't think we can see Minimus. I think it's out of rendering distance. Alright, let's time warp back into the atmosphere. Alright, now here's something you should know. We have a rocket. And this rocket needs to go because we're going to fall back to Earth and it's just too big to take. So we're going to decouple it, but we're going to point at the anti-radial. Why? So it does not follow us into the atmosphere. We don't want it to follow us into the atmosphere because that will probably kill us. There we go. You could also point it into the radial, instead of the anti-radial. That will probably do the job as well. But I'm just being, probably just being a bit dumb because this will now fall down on top of us. We'll have to see. So this goes a little farther away than I would have hoped. Yeah, we'll turn off SAS. We'll just let the Earth guide us. So this is probably going to get a lot more drag than us, so it's probably going to fall behind us anyway. Let's close the doors, just to make it a bit more aerodynamic, right? This is going farther and farther away. Alright, I'm just going to turn on SAS, just to keep it a bit stable towards... No, I'm going to turn it off because it's going to take... It's going to take a lot of... It's going to take a lot of electrical charge. Alright, this is shooting past us, so that's great. Alright. We're going very fast. But our periapsis is dropped. Alright, so this is getting hot, but... Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, do keep in mind that if you time warp, and you do anything at all with the controls, it's going to become extra sensitive. Ouch. Alright, so we have plenty of electric charge, I think, to keep it pointing retrograde. Alright, so the ablator is currently taking care of our heat. It's slowing us down and making sure that whatever we burn, it's not our ship, it's the ablator. So that's good. Right, our periapsis has dropped considerably, so we're gonna crash. Absolutely, we're gonna crash, but we're gonna crash in style. We're just gonna crash in style. Our ablator is about to run out, so we might take some ship damage. Alright, this seems to have worked considerably. Yes. Great stuff. Now let's drop. We're gonna drop in the ocean again. Well, that's just great. You know what? I'll take it. Take it. Val, you're the first Kerbal ever to reach orbit. Look at you. Oh, we have surface speed right here. That's great. Surface speed. Great. Alright, here we go. Let's drop in to the ocean. We've already gotten all the science that we can get from the water, so let's just recover it. Alrighty. Science. We've got science. We've got... Oh, we've got enough science to do the... yeah, the crew cabin. Great. Let's get the crew cabin. The launch pad. We have already upgraded this Tracking station, we definitely need to upgrade, but this one as well. We just don't have enough funds. Getting the astronaut complex upgraded is very nice as well. This is going to be expensive. This is going to be also very expensive. Space planes, I don't really care yet. Alright, let's get some missions, right? Explore the Mun. That's going to be very... Yeah, let's do 2 tourists. Suborbital spaceflight. Great. And test the swivel. Yeah, this is a very strange one. Very high speeds, a very low altitude. That's going to be very... focused observational surveys. Yeah, let's not do those, because those require to go to a specific spot, which will require us to make a plane. Very bad at planes, so we're going to get killed. That's not the best. This is also in flight over a certain thing. So is this. Explore the Mun. Fly by the Mun. Return to Kerbin from a flyby of the Mun. That's going to be very difficult. Let's just take the 2 tourist contracts. So this is 3 tourists. That's a bit different. At least we get some funds in advance. All right, let's build our tourist hopper. So this is the orbital egg. Great stuff. We have 1 more part we can add to it. So what if we take this and we ditch the science instruments, because those weigh a ton and we've already done a lot of science in this area. So what if we go to I think it will be utility. Yep. Alright, let's buy this. Alright, so we need to take this back to Kerbin. Put some parachutes on. These people can see everything from this window. That's going to be great. We've got a couple of fuel tanks. How much parts do we... oh, we have a milestone. Returned to the surface from orbit. Great stuff. That gives us a lot of cash as well. Alright, these only need to be on suborbital space flights. So, this might be a bit overkill. We can also now get this to full, full extent. Yeah, why not? This will make our orbiting a lot easier. So then we take away a couple of these fuel tanks, I guess. Yeah, why not? I think this will be just about fine for a suborbital. You know, I think even this is still too much. I think for just suborbital, we just need to hit the 70 kilometers and then just go back, just fall back. I think this will do just fine. So what are the other suborbital spaceflight? Suborbital spaceflight. They all want suborbital. You know what? Let's try and take the whole lot. Take them all. How heavy is this? Will these guys all get to space? That's the question, isn't it? Oh. Alright. So let's also take an engineer. Why not? Let's take Bill. Let's also get Jebediah some experience. Why not? This is going to be the hopper egg. No, this is going to be the tourist egg 1. Tourist egg 1. Alright, so we have not enough thrust to weight ratio, so this absolutely needs to be 100%. And then this is a good thrust to weight ratio. Yep. Alright, so our total thrust to weight is 2,000 something. 2,000 and a bit. I don't know if that's going to be enough. We have a little bit of fuel to steer our orbit. I think that these wings do not steer, right? And I think that these are not the best to take on this mission, but we have to adhere to a part limit. Alright, so let's get these decouplers and let's put them on here, right? This is also going to be hell to bring back, I think. Yeah, let's put some drogue chutes on it as well. We want to make sure that these guys enter safe. Safety first, everyone. So drogue chutes are basically like normal chutes, but these will slow you down from yeah, so safe deployment speed if you're going 424 meters per second instead of this one, which will require 264 meters per second. So these can deploy earlier than the other ones. We can just all deploy them at the same time, which is great. And then these will just slow it down, just in case we need it. And the others will slow it down, just in case of a fire. Yep. Alright, great. So do we want swivels on the outside? This will give us a lot of control. Alright, fuel tanks on the outside. Fuel tanks on the outside. Alright, and 2 swivel engines. This will give us a lot of control. It's probably also a lot more expensive, but I'll take it. Aerodynamic, there we go. Fuel tanks. So what we can also do is just have these be reliant and this be a swivel, and we'll just push these all off at the same time. Right? Yeah, why not? Let's get some balancing here. Yeah, that looks great. Looks great. Yep. Alright. You know what? Take back the fins. Take back the fins. 30 part limit. Electric charge required but not generated and cannot transmit science. Which part needs electricity then? Probably the cockpit, I guess. Whatever. I'll take it. Tourist egg 1. Now this is a lot less aggressive than what we already had. Let's try it. Let's just try it. Why not? We just need to get up to 70 kilometers. Then it will count as suborbital. Whoa, that's wobbly. Do you see that? That's a bit wobbly. Right there. That's really wobbly. Alright, let's try and hold it with SAS. That works. Christ on a bike. Staging. Yep. This one goes last. Yeah, you know, this won't do. Let's recover it. Recover it entirely. Abort mission. Abort mission. We're not gonna use reliance on the outside. We're just gonna put some SRBs on it. Just some thumpers. This will save us in the part count, but also I think it will just have a little bit more of a kick. Aerodynamics. Yep. Part count's fine. Yep. Alright, so let's put these in together with these. Let's burn them at the same time. What's our thrust to weight ratio in the first stage? Yeah, that's fine. This will then continue to burn after these are put off and still be able to lift it off the ground. That's good. I think that this throttle, we can throttle this, so this should be throttled just a bit. Alright, tourist egg. Crew. Everyone's in, even Bill. Good on you, Bill. Take one for the team. if we fudge this up, it's gonna be not pretty. Alright, we have a lot of people on. A lot of peeps on board. Let's check orbital maneuver. Yep, alright. So this needs to be 70,000 meters. 70,000. Here we go. Alright, let's de-throttle the main engine. Alright, so it does have gimballing, so we'll oh, we're going the wrong way. Well, that's fine. We'll just go that way. I don't mind. Lots of drag here. Alright. Yep, those will hit each other, that's fine. Alright, so we're gonna go straight up, and it's fine. We are already on the suborbital trajectory. Alright, let's point this away. Let's go towards the sun, everyone. Alright, so if you look right, you can see the Earth and Kerbin, and if you look left, you can see a lot of stars. Alright, let's go this way. This is a nice view. Nice view at all, yep. Alright. So the apoapsis, which is the highest point in orbit, is in space. So that's good. Now the periapsis is not. So we're gonna crash. But let's crash with a bit of style at least. Alright, let's ditch the rocket and let's SAS to this side. Oh yeah, everyone is enjoying the view. Look at this. This is amazing, look. Contract parameters complete. Cash, 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 cash. Thank you so much. Right, so there goes our upper stage, as it's called. So we just launched from the space center, right? Which is basically that away. And we're gonna land in once again, an ocean. That's fine. We're gonna try, and I mean try, we're gonna try and stay pointed at our retrograde. The reason why is very simple. We don't want to burn these nice little tourists. So we're gonna try. We should have made probably. Alright, so let's try and keep it. Oh shite, it's gonna flip. It's gonna flip. Alright, let's try at least to flip it the right way. Oh god. This should be a very nasty experience for these guys. Oh, and for us as well. We're going straight as an arrow. Oh god, no. No, no, no. They did not survive. So what happened? Yeah, we've only got 2 left. A scientist and a pilot. Alright, so that's gonna hurt our reputation. Oh, that's gonna really hurt our reputation. We killed a couple of tourists. Oh my god. This stage was entirely too heavy. Oh my god. Alright. Well, Lesson learned. Now, I don't know if we can get back Jeb or Bill. I don't know if we can do that at all. These hires are going to be very expensive. I don't think they come back at all. Should we go with the option that missing crew respawns? Should we give it an hour and then they respawn, or should we say no and just keep it on hard difficulty? What do you think? What do you think? Should we allow missing crew to respawn? We've had a great loss already, and our reputation is sullied for life. I don't know. I don't know, man. I absolutely feel sad now. We've killed Jeb and Bill. I don't know how it happened. We just couldn't slow down. Oh no. Yes. Yes. They dead. We just killed a lot of tourists and two of our Kerbals. These want to orbit around Kerbin. Yay, new Kerbals. Well, that's one way to look at it. We're gonna need to make a lot of money though. Oh man. Alright. Alright, let's take a look. A VIP to her destination and back. Orbit around Kerbin. Alright, we're just I have the feeling that this setup will do, but I also have the feeling that that this stage is just too big. So let's get one of these out. So, what is the weight of this stage? It's 3.5 tons, whereas this only is 1 ton. So that's the difference. It's 3.5 tons. Should we try again? Sure. Valentina can handle this. So now it's less big and less wobbly at least. Right? Right, save. I have a feeling, woohoo, that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. Right, let's answer to prograde because Valentina can do that. We'll just go this way. Let's hope so at least. Yeah, we don't learn from our mistakes here at Edenia. We just throttle on. Oh, man. Let's pray. Let's all pray, every single one of us. Alright, so this is high enough, at least. That was close. That was very close. Alright, we need to point at the horizon now. We should have inclined better. Dear God, please protect this Kerbal. Oh God. Please help. Please send help. These want to orbit as well. They're not going to orbit. We're going to do just a bit of that contract. Yeah, they want to orbit. We're not going to be able to make them. One follow is one prayer. Oh, God. All right. Let's go to the top of our orbit. Yep. Alright, we can at least flatten out the trajectory. That's good. We can at least flatten it out. That's something. This will give us a better chance of survival if we flatten it out. Yeah. Alright, so let's burn fast as we can. We're pushing the orbit behind us. Let's point it at the horizon just a little bit better. Alright. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, point retrograde, please. And let's keep it that way. Alright, so this is hopefully a lot better. Alright, so it is not doing very well staying. Perhaps we're gonna need some upside down fins. Because this is not slowing down fast enough. Well, now it is. Now it is slowing down fast enough. Well, barely at all. We're going straight down. Alright, drogue shoots! Drogue shoots, slow us down. Yeah, and then the normal shoots. Alright, so this time we made it. There they go. Drogue shoots fully deployed. And now the normal shoots fully deployed. Yep. Alright, so... better, not the best. At least we will give these guys something instead of nothing at all. Alright, recover. Recover now. Yep, got it. Alright, it's something. Something at least. Now these missions are not complete. Ooh. We're gonna need a bit more of a kick. And a bit more upper stage fuel. A bit more upper stage fuel. Now this is still gonna be able to hold. So that's good. That's not enough to orbit, I believe. So what if we just do this? That's heavy, but also has a lot of kick. The praying has worked. They made it. Yep. Tourist is still... You know, let's take Bob as well. Fuck it. Why not? Why not? So this has a lot more kick to it. But I don't know if this will be able to circularize. We'll have to see. So perhaps... Because this is now very heavy, of course. But it will still hold. It will still lift. Just gonna try it. Launch. We have a scientist on board, so whatever they have for us, it's gonna be great. Fingers crossed, everyone. I'm gonna go slightly off course. Yep. Alright, and follow retrograde. Alright, we want to be on the 80-degree mark before we hit... Oh, that's a bit too fast, I believe. We were ascending a bit too fast there. This has significant wobble. Alright, and now let's flatten the trajectory. Oh yeah, greatly flatten it. Yep, there we go. Stability assist all the way. Yep. Alright, this is wobbly as hell. But we're gonna do it. Alright, it's 70 up there. Yeah, we'll flatten it out. Flatten it entirely. There we go. Alright. Deflect it just a little bit. Alright, let's kick some orbital speed in. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna work. It would be very nice if it would, but I have no clue in the world. Alright, let's wait until we're in space. Alright, so at this point, burning up is the most efficient. So it's just a couple of seconds to apoapse. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna burn. Alright, apoapsis is not moving, not very much at least, so that's good. That's efficient. We need to take a look at our fuel. Fuel, yep. Orbit. We have done an orbit. Alright, so now we can stay in the air forever, but let's not, because that's boring as fuck. Oh, congratulations. Thank you so much. Now, how do we... I double-click the Earth. Kerbin, sorry. Backspace used to be the key to get back, but it's not anymore. I quickly have to get to the controls. Settings. Are the control keys here? No. How do I get back to my vessel? Oh, just do this. Alright. Cool. We have a little thimble of fuel. I think it's enough to get our periapsis back to 50. At least 50. Yeah, let's get it back down to 40. That will do. That will do. Alright. Let's Let's turn. And let's shoot away this stage. And let's just jump back into orbit. Into the atmosphere, I'm sorry. Alright. Now, the atmosphere is... yeah, tourist egg, there we go. Periapsis is dropping. So it'll probably land somewhere about here. Alright. We're gonna make it. I can't believe we killed off half of the crew. Half the crew is killed off. So... yeah, we're just gonna have to deal with it, right? We're just gonna have to deal with the fact that we killed off half of our crew. That's just a burden we're gonna have to... Oh, look at this. Sunrise. That's beautiful. Simply beautiful. Yep. It is. Alright, so... let's see this ablator at work. Very shallow re-entry, so that's good. There's a crew hatch right here. The ablator is taking care of most of it. That's good. Yeah, that's good. I'll take it. This is going to slow us down significantly. Again with the tilting. Well, at least the tilting will make us slow down, but it's not the best. Alright, that's better. Yeah, sure. Alright. Let's drogue shoot this up. Yep. Alright, drogue shoots. Normal shoots. Yep. Alright, get it to land. Ablator is enough. Electric charge is enough just to keep it retrograde. Yeah, alright. Focusing at the retrograde vector. Let's turn off SAS. Alright, this looks good. We can orbit with this vessel. And we can take tourists with it. I really didn't want to kill Jeb and Bill. I wonder if there is any way to get them back, them specifically. Well, I think they're just killed in action. Yep. The only way to get them back, I think, is through... oh, God. Oh, that works. Alright. Where are we now? UVA. Grasslands. We've been here before. Crew report. Yep, same. Alright, recover. So the only thing I can think of to get those guys back is no, we don't want to dismiss this. We want to have these lost. Stability assist, full vessel control without comnet. Yeah. Increased drill efficiency. We really want these two back. At least I do. I'm going to make an exception on the hard rule. Missing crew respawns. There we go. So now it's custom difficulty instead of hard. If we turn this back, will it say hard? No, it will say custom. You will always know that I have cheated. Crew just survived in orbit. Congratulations, crew. Yeah, that's something at least. That is something at least. Alright, these two guys missing. Yeah, they will come back now. Oh, these two are actually already lost. 0 missing. So we'll never get them back. We cannot even cheat our way out of this. We cannot even cheat our way out of this. Alright. Great. Alright. You will always know that I've tried because it says custom right there. Alright, let's see what Mission Control has in store for us. Another one of these. Sure, I'll take it. I'll eat them raw with onions. Yeah, I'll just do some more of these tourist missions, I guess. Hello? Alright, Valentina. Very nice. Bob is now also a renowned scientist. He has a little bit of experience. Part science return. Vessel science return. Alright. Reset experiments. Yep. Run experience from EVA. Cool. Orbit around Kerbal is 2. Alright. Interesting. Interesting to say the least. The tourist egg. We don't really need the second cabin now, do we? So we can be even more efficient. We should have never put on a second or even a third cabin. That's just insane. So we can orbit with this. Barely, but we can. Let's launch it. We just wanted to do all the contracts at once. And it was bad. Alright, let's have a little bit of a fuel, yeah, a little bit of throttle. Just so we can... Just so we can steer it. Just so we can steer it. You know? This guy wants to orbit as well. Well, you can have an orbit. That's fine. Alright, let's turn up the liquid fuel engine. Let's get rid of these two. Boom! Right below us. There we go. Great stuff. Alright, so how's the orbit looking? We're gonna have to tilt a bit more. Yep. Whoa, let's tilt Nelly. Come on. Apoapsis. Yeah, that will rise. Let's point right at the horizon. This is not the most efficient launch. It is not. Alright, horizon time. Let's keep the let's just point this way. We just need orbital speed now. Alright, so it's more efficient if we warp when we're close. So let's go right into space, shall we? Alright, I don't think we have enough time to circularize. That's the problem with a very low orbit. Yeah, we're not going to have any time at all. We're going to try though. It's going to be harder, but we have a lot of fuel. Going to push up our apoapsis as well. It's not too bad, but we've just missed the most efficient point. Alright, here we go. It's going to go around. Oh, it's pushing itself up. I don't think we have enough. I don't think we have what it takes. Do we? Well, kind of. Alright, so this is interesting Because we're gonna go through a little bit of high altitude. We were just too late with the burn, but I think we can salvage it. As long as we don't burn up. So the cone is getting a bit hot. We're going through a high atmosphere. This will fall, but I don't think it will fall enough. No, I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be just fine. This guy's going to get two laps. That's great. Great for this guy. Right, so the periapsis is dropping slowly. It's to be expected. As soon as we hit 70, yep, alright, we're in space. Let's warp it around. Warp, 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 warp. Alright, 100 times. That will do. That will do nicely. Alright, look. And now... Now we just need to give it a little thimble. Just a little thimble of gas. Get our periapsis up to 70 at least. Alright, so we can orbit in this. That's good to know. Just a thimble of gas. Look at this. Just above 70. And we have an orbit. It's a very strange orbit. But broken a speed record. Oh, wow. Alright, and now we just need to get it to go down just a bit. Bum, bum. Alright, it's going down. I think that's quite enough, thank you. Alright, stability assist. Let's point somewhere else. Like here. Drop our staging. And point right here. Another orbit, yes, we're doing it. We have sacrificed many a Kerbal to achieve this, but we're doing it. Right, we're going to land on the dark side, but we're probably going to land very close to the Kerbal space station, which is also in itself an achievement. I would like to be able to land at the Kerbal space station if we can, but I don't know how. I don't know how it's done. So with only one tourist trap on it, crew cabin, I should say. With only one crew cabin, it looks to be easier to keep it stable. Still very inclined to incline. Inclined to incline, is that right? Yeah. It is inclined to incline. Alright, and we're dropping to a certain altitude. We're just going to drop space now. And our chutes. We'll take it down. Yep, and the big chutes. I'm just fast forwarding this, as you can see. Yep, there we go. Valentina, you're doing a very fine job. She is doing what the master couldn't. What Jeb couldn't. Alright, so we know how to orbit now. That's great. Look at this. The Mun up there. We're gonna go to the Mun once. Sometime soon. Not today. Alright, so if you want to make this a little bit faster, you can. You can cut these parachutes. Because these drogue ones, they are taking a lot of speed out of this. This one as well. Now this is 8 meters per second. I think... I don't know what the impact of this is. It's fine, but it's probably a bit risky to do it. You might as well just play it safe. We like playing it safe here. Yeah. Alright, next. So, 22 and a bit science. Not too bad. Not too well either. Another successful landing. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Let's take a look at the tracking station. We have nothing in orbit right now. Nothing, no space debris or anything. So everything just crashed. We have a couple of contracts completed. We have a little bit of money. So let's upgrade this. Let's upgrade the astronaut building. What that does is we can now EVA outside of landing. And we can also plant flags on distant bodies. Now the last thing is not very interesting yet because we haven't gone to a distant body just yet. But we will in the future. We have no missions to do anything interesting. It's just testing parts. Or conducting, yeah. You know what? We're gonna decline some contracts. Observational surveys. Yeah, let's decline those. Temperature surveys. We would like... Oh, this is 2 VIPs. Look at this. 2 VIPs. Now that's something we can do. Alright, and this... Yeah, Megfred. Wow, that's a great name. Megfred. Alright. Can't afford to launch. Oh god. This vessel is costing more than we make from it. Oh, we just upgraded the tourist thing, of course. Yeah. Alright, so... that leaves us in a bit of a spot. That leaves us in a bit of a bother. Is there anything we can launch? This will give us an advance. Yeah, these all give us very shallow advances. Ouch. Bailout grant. Yeah, we're gonna need to bail out. Please, bail us out. It will give us a lot of bad reputation. Yep. Oh, a lot of bad reputation. Alright, at least we can launch now. This is in dire straits. I don't think we're ready for hard mode at all. I think we need to go back to moderate, perhaps, or even normal mode. You know what? We'll see. If we go bankrupt after this launch, we'll just restart and do normal mode instead. Alright, so this... we're just gonna... Alright, we're not gonna follow this entirely. Just gonna pull it this way just a little bit. We might go bankrupt. And we've lost 2 of our best astronauts. We might have to restart sometime. No, I don't mind because I love playing this game, but the score's a bit silly if you think about it. Alright, that's fine. Let's take a look at our maneuver node. Yeah, let's drop. Let's drop this away. Right, so by doing this, we're pulling the Apple apps. We're pulling the prograde vector towards us. Alright, and now we just need to hold horizon. No, that's wrong. We did that last time and it didn't work very well. We're gonna go up just a bit, not too much. So from here, we're going to burn. And this burn will increase our apoapsis. But we want to keep the apoapsis at bay. So what we want to do is we want to ZX. Z is for maximizing our burn. And X is for cutting it. We want to make sure that we can still push the apoapse every once in a while. If we push it, then we know that we can deal with it later. Now this is hardly pushing. You see? You see what I mean? This is hardly pushing it. But now we're in orbit. This is still pushing it, slowly but surely. So very slowly but surely. Now we need to have this at a pace where this basically stands still. This is a standstill, if I'm not correct. Yep. Sort of. Alright, now I'm full throttle. Full throttle. Yep, the periapsis is climbing up. Alright, now we'll just shift it. This needs to be close somewhere. If it's going away from you, then you are not burning as efficiently. Alright, circularized. There we go. Orbit around Kerbal complete. Alright, now retrograde. This takes a bit. We're orbiting and we're going to land on the bright side this time. Another orbit. Another orbit successful. I hope we don't go bankrupt from this. Oh, we need to do one thing before we deorbit. Valentina, why don't you EVA and go into and grab an EVA report. Look at this. 4 more science. That's great. SAS, retrograde. We're gonna... Oh, we did it. The first spacewalk. Great stuff. That's good enough. I'll dump this. Oh god. It's still running. Wow, that's insane. It's still running around in circles. Wow, that's great. Oh, this is so stressful playing on hard. You can't quick save or anything. If things go awry, it will go awry very badly. But we still have 2 Kerbals left. Alright, so we know now that 1 pod, even on a shallow entrance, will easily recover. So we just press space as soon as these 2 hit red. So right here you can see the parachutes. If they're yellow, they're going to try and deploy. If they're red, they're not going to try and deploy. So what we do, we wait until they're both red. Let's just hope they will survive. Yeah, somewhere around there there's a rocket still floating in space. Probably going to the moon or anything. Oh, no, there it is. Look, it's going to crash. Alright, that's great. Let's hope they survive indeed. Alright, so now they're all red. I'm going to press space so they will deploy as soon as they're not red anymore. So that's the goal. We want these to deploy as soon as they're ready. Alright, so ablator, electric charge, nothing, no problem at all. I think we're going to make it just about fine. Orbit around Kerbal and suborbital spaceflight. Both of those contracts, very nice. We can toggle, by the way, we can now toggle mountain altitude. That means that if we fly over a mountain, we will not just see the sea level, but we'll actually see the meters before we hit the ground. So this will change. If we fly over a mountain now, it will change to a higher number. But not here, because this all seems to be fine. Look, there's the drogue chutes. The drogue chutes will try and slow us down. Let's turn off SAS, because we don't need it anymore. Valentina, will you get Willimoni and Megfred to the ground safely? I think you will. I think she will. All right, so we're gonna take it slowly. All right, so this will now stabilize, and we'll turn on SAS again, because, well, why? If you turn on SAS, moving towards the ground, and just try and stabilize it here. Even if it's prone to tipping over, the reaction, we will try and keep it steady. We'll keep it try to get it pointing the same way, which would be very nice. We'll just turn it to retrograde, I guess. Alright, this looks to be the savannah. Looks to be the savannah. It's very, very green though for a savannah. I don't see any trees or anything. I believe that it was clutter in earlier versions of Kerbal Space Program. I don't know what happened to clutter, but I don't see any trees at all. Alright, so look, you see that? It was prone to tipping, but it didn't, because I was still asking it to point retrograde. So that's good. Where are we? Grasslands. We've been here before. Let's go. Luckily, they survived. Indeed. I don't know if I'm going to make it. I don't know if I'm going to make it at all, because we are losing cash fast. And also reputation for the bailouts. Oh, God. Well, these guys get an experience. Can we just keep them? Can we just recruit them to be astronauts? We lost already Jebediah and Bill. RIP once again. We cannot even buy a new hire. Mission control. What do we have? 2 tourists and a VIP. We'll take both of these contracts. Yeah, we're just grinding. Basically, we're grinding to get back in the green, but it's not easy. Certainly not easy. Now, what if? Because we have Valentina, right? But Valentina is a pilot. So what if we have the tourist fly? Can the tourist fly? Let's see if we can. No remote controlled or manned control. All right. Now that's something we can probably fix, right? I mean, why not? We have this Probodobodine Staputnik. So what if we put this on top of this? Look at this. Now this probe will be able to control the vessel without us doing anything, and we still have enough chutes and drogue chutes. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have the 3 tourists on their own. So if they die, we don't risk our own people. I think this is brilliant. All right, let's launch. I'm gonna grab a beer. Just brilliant. No losses on your own crew members if the spaceship crashes. That's the entire point. Right, turn on SAS. Oh. It has no operational SAS modules on board. Alright, we're going to have to fly by the seat of my pants. Here we go. At least we can gimbal. Let's put throttle down a bit so we can gimbal better. Alright, slowly but surely wins the race, right? I don't know how this could go wrong. Hopefully you're skilled enough to fly without SAS. Well, I've done my fair share of flying around. Let's see, maneuver node. Apoapsis at 55. I can fly barehanded. This is fine. This is fine. Alright, so... Yep, 67... 68... Point at horizon. We have reached orbital speed. Alright. Alright, so we're kind of dependent... Ooh, we're dependent very much on the gimbal. Gimbal space program. Right, so the more thrust we give, the better our control over this vessel. If otherwise we don't have any control at all. Alright, let's go this way. Pointed at the 90-degree heading. That would be nice. Alright, so the only reason we're stable now is because we don't have any air resistance anymore this high in the atmosphere. I'm very sorry, I'm a bit gassy. Luckily you're not watching this in smell-o-vision. Just kidding. That's gross. Oh god, yep. I'm gonna have to toss and turn here. Alright, just a little bit more. Oh, where the camera's changing. Orbit. Blind flight orbit. We didn't even look at the map. Alright. Get all these contracts out of the way. Nice. Yep. I have to admit, kind of surprised myself there. Alright, so now we have to thimble, to use the thimble of fuel to get back down from orbit. Alright, so let's yep, alright, so that's the orbit gone. And let's push this out the way. Right, and now the reaction wheel points retrograde. And now we just wait until we hit... Oh, come on. Reaction wheel, come on. We have RCS, but that's not going to help us at all. No, I'm very afraid that we've lost control. Oh, limited probe control not connected. We are not connected to any ground center. I think we have a plasma blackout, as it's called. That means, you guys, I don't have any control. Any at all. Well, good luck. No data. No signal. Not connected. This is the thing with probes, which I keep forgetting, is you're going to have to need a radio signal, and we don't have any satellites in orbit at all. So... ouch. This is not good. Not good. Oh, we have limited control, but we can control the staging. Alright, so we did deploy the parachutes. As soon as they're ready, we will deploy parachutes. Let's hope we have slowed down enough before then. Alright, will they make it? See for yourself in the next couple minutes. Absolutely. Oh god. Yep. Well, I think they will. I think they will, based on the fact that we're still very high up. And we're not crashing, so to speak. We're just skidding along the atmosphere. Apoapsis is closing in on us, that's fine. Alright, going down. Yeah, we're in the normal atmosphere now. Drogue shoots. Yeah, alright, so they will make it. They will make it just fine. Alright, so we don't need to risk any pilots. We can just send one of these probe cores. Problem is I'm going to have to manually fly it, which is quite a lot more work than it looks like. I have to correct the inclination at all times. I have to correct the heading, I mean. Which is... I don't want to say it's not easy, but it's definitely something to consider. Also, with that one parachute gone, look, we're traveling a meter per second faster than we did before. Let's hope that our heat shield will... Right, that's a very big explosion for a very small heat shield. Let's hope we'll make it. Alright, let's touch down. Yep, barely, but we made it. At least it worked. Absolutely. Jesus, Tiffany Christ. Alright. Data gathered. Sure. Alright, the fun's creeping up again, but look at our reputation. We are doing very badly on the reputation part. Alright, so VIP and science. Any sort of science from space around Kerbin. Test the flea at the launch site. Alright, that's an easy one, and we'll do the VIP. Alright, so let's see how we can combine these two. First off, we can exchange this for a parachute again, because we can have a pilot on this one. Which is all the better, because, well, Val, you're going to have to take a seat. Because I'm not the best. Now we want to test... plop, 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 plop. We want to test the flea solid fuel booster at the launch site. And we have to test it through some means. I don't know what. Something or another. We can have one extra part. So what if we just have it off the side? Flea. Can we put it somewhere on the side? This will not... This will go very bad if we do it. Hello, Bitcore. Can we just put it there? And have it just detach? I don't know. I think we're gonna need some extra parts. We're gonna need a decoupler at least. Normally there is music playing here, and I just noticed that the music is gone. That's a bit unsettling. We want an extra stage for this. This will probably not be able to lift us at all. No, it's not. Alright, so what we do is we have these stages combined. And this stage will feature this rocket. Alright, and then we decouple this. Then we light this rocket. Then we do this. Yeah, that seems to be fair. Alright, so this is going to be a test. I'm not going to save this. I'm just going to launch it. Just going to launch it. This is going to go very wrong, and I know it. I know it. Oh, look at this wobbly thing. Alright. Rip in pieces. Rip in pieces. Did we test it at the launch site? Yes, we did. Alrighty. It's not the best, but it will do. It's not the best launch. Oh god, that exploded, of course, at our base. Ooh. Oh, we're not doing well. All right, 90 degrees, sure. Oh, this is hard to watch. All right, so we already have an apoapsis. A very high one, actually. We should warp towards it. We have a lot of liquid fuel left. Alright. I'll just try and point at the horizon, which is very hard to do with this thing. Yeah, so the launch was really botched, and that makes this very difficult. Alright. Every time the thrusters crash just on the spacecraft scares me a bit. Yeah, well, I can imagine. I can imagine really well because, well, I should be wearing diapers for this, but oh god. Oh shoot. Shoot me with a spoon. Gag me with a spoon. Alright. I'm gonna wait for apoapse because the burn will be more efficient then. Alrighty. That seems to be close enough. Yeah. It is close enough. Alright. So we don't want to push the apoapsis too far. We want to slowly but surely give it the feeling that we're trying to date it, but then just turn away at the last second. Close. Very close. Please go to orbit. Please. Something's happening. We have... Slowly but surely, come on. And push. Yep, 70 plus. Alright, cool. Another orbit. Another orbit done. Now, retrograde is going to take some time because this is still a very large aircraft. Just about orbit. Yeah, we still have a thimble of fuel left. Just a thimble of fuel. Just to push us back under the 70. I'm gonna drop it to 60, and we're gonna push. And we're gonna try to see if we get our first orbital skid. All right, let's put it into normal, and oh, I'm gonna have to stage it. Yeah, go back to. All right, so this still has a thimble of fuel in it, but that's fine. Yeah, just a little thimble of fuel. All right. So let's try something different. We haven't done this before. So if you go through the upper atmosphere at a very decent speed. So for instance, you have a speed of still 2,000 meters per second, right? So, alright, here we go. Warp. Let's try and point retrograde, if we can. Alright, so our apoapsis is quite high. So what we do is we... oh, there goes the rest of the vessel. That's great. We're going to do something that's called orbital skidding. Or skipping, some might call it. Like skipping stones. So we're just going to tap... we're just going to tap a little bit of atmosphere. This is going to fall. Slowly but surely. And right here we have the periapsis. Now as soon as we go over this periapsis... we're gonna lose speed by doing this. Because, well, we're going through atmosphere, so we have a little bit of air pressure. And instead of the vacuum, we're gonna slowly slow down. Very slowly slow down. Now our apoapsis right here is still above above the 70 mark. So it looks like we're going to go back into orbit. Look, we're gaining altitude again. The apoapsis is still above 70. So we're gonna time warp. And this didn't cost us any ablator. This because we didn't catch fire. Well, it cost us a little bit of ablator. All right, we started with 70. This is It did cost us a little bit. Alright, I admit. So they changed that mechanic of the game. It used to be that you didn't get any ablator done. So this might not be a very good strategy anymore. Right now, what's our altitude? Is it somewhere here? No. No, it's not. It's just here. Alright, so we're gonna go up again. And as soon as we hit above 70, we're going to be back in orbit. But. The downside is that the periapsis is now under the 70 kilometers. You have a crew member on board. Yeah, I know. I have a crew member on board. Yeah, but I'm experimenting still. We needed Valentina for the... Alright, so now we can warp fast again because, you know, we're in an orbit. But the periapsis is below the 70 mark. So what happens? We go to the other side of the planet, where this is below 70. Now this is 59 meters, and this is probably gonna fall faster now. This went down from 115 to 76. So I'm guessing that this will go down to, well, let's say 40. And once we hit 40, we're going to be in quite a bit of a predicament, because 40 is not high atmosphere anymore. It's going to be middle atmosphere. And that's going to be a bit troublesome. Troublesome to skid out of that. So this is, some might call it aero braking, which I guess is a correct term for it. And I'll just call it skidding, orbital skidding, or skipping, depending on, I guess, your accent. I think orbital skidding is very nice, because it's like when you, it's like when an airplane touches down. The first time the wheels catch the ground, there is kinetic energy, and the wheels touching down on the asphalt, they skid and then go back up again, ever so slightly, because planes are very well balanced for that. But ever so slightly, it's going to go skid, skid, brake. And that's exactly what we're doing here. We're skidding along the atmosphere, so we don't have to worry about burning too much fuel to get back into the atmosphere. So if you don't have enough fuel to drop to the optimal 35 kilometers an hour, kilometers above surface, I mean, you can always try skidding. And skidding can even happen at 65 meters per kilometers, 65, perhaps 60,000. So yes, so 65,000 kilometers, or 60, somewhere abouts. It's not going to be perfect, and probably when you have those heights, then you'll probably notice that the skidding takes a couple of orbits. Before you can actually do it. Now, what I'm going to do, is I'm quickly going to... Oh, hello, EVA report. Yes, and back in. That was just in the nick of time. Did you see that? We have an EVA report for the upper atmosphere. Oh, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me, the gods of Kerbal. That was close. Tourists may not disembark. All right, look at this. Oh, we're upside down. That's a bit uncomfortable. Yeah, let's do it like this. All right. Oh, they're having such a good time. Look at this. Wow, we're burning up. Wow, wow. And here's Valentina just having a good time. Having a good time, basically. Yep. Great stuff. Right, so the ablator is actually ablating, so that's good. We'll press the parachute button already, because we want to parachute as soon as we can. Now, one of the things that's really good about orbital skidding is that you'll always enter at a really flat trajectory. You'll never have the problem that you'll enter going straight down, because, well, it's just not going to happen. So you'll always have an optimal angle for burning your ablator and deploying your parachutes. So you don't have to worry about that. That's great. Downside is, if you skid and you skid out, if you're at a very high inclined orbit, you might just shoot out of the influence of your body again. So we might lose the influence of Kerbin and go to the Mun, for example. If you come from the Mun and you do orbital skidding like that, you'll probably skid right back out. And if you're lucky, you will not encounter the Mun again. But if you have a bit of bad luck, you're going to encounter the Mun again, which will drastically change your orbit again, because your orbit will change sphere of influence and whatnot. And it's going to be very, very difficult to get it back after that. SAS off. We're just going to dump it in the ocean. There we go. Touchdown and recover. Recover. There we go. All right. Alright, so 38 signs. We can't really buy anything with that still. We do have cash. A little bit of cash. Alright, let's do the data from space around Kerbin now. Oh, we need to edit. Yeah, edit the vessel. I'm gonna take off this stupid... Oh, we... Oh, it's... Orbital egg 1. No, we need a tourist egg. Open the tourist egg. Tourist egg. Load. Yeah, that's great. This is the one we want. Alright. Let's take Bob as well. Why not? Sherbus. Sherbus Kerman. Alright, so what science are we going to take? Probably a crew report. Crew report science as well. Right. Get rid of this. Science. No, we'll take a parachute. Extra parachute just in case. Let's save it again. And play. We'll just take the crew. I mean, why not? Right? Why not? Alright. SAS on. And go. Point retrograde. And just try and get it a bit. We can try and get it on the 45-degree angle, which is probably the best. Another day, another launch. Yep. So we're still grinding out these contracts, which is not the best. I know, but we're gonna have to do it anyway. That's as close as ever. Yep, I agree. Alright, so what's the apoapsis? Yep. Alright, we can turn to the horizon now. Turn to the horizon. Alright, if it's 70 something, 75 for instance, we're gonna just cut engine. So cut the engine. Let's put SAS on the horizon. Let's try and hold it here, if we can. So we need any signs at all, from the orbit of Kerbin. So a crew report will do. At the time. Alright, we're gonna quickly go do this. And as soon as we hit 65, that's it. We're gonna throttle up. So I think 65 is a really nice number because the apoapsis is still moving away from us. That's great. Alright, now getting into space. Apoapsis is still moving away from us. Still moving away from us. Yep. Alright, we're doing well. Apoapsis is just about not going away from us. This is probably the ideal burning point. We found it. Right, now we're right on the apoapsis, so this is the ideal burning point. Let's go straight to 70, there we go. Orbit done. Plenty of fuel to spare. Another day, another launch. Indeed, my friend. Oh, alright, we've practiced orbital mechanics enough now, right? You would say that we've done enough orbital mechanics, yeah? Right, let's drop it right down to 50 this time. We'll just do a direct insertion. Now, as far as the orbit is concerned, we're gonna drop this to the anti-normal. So dropping it to the anti-normal will mean that this will hit the Earth before us. Most definitely it will go to the atmosphere sooner. It's now a kilometer away and it will stay away from us. Alright, so I think that we can handle hard mode. But I think I'm going to have to do a science mode on the side. Or we can do hard mode, but where we allow to revert. So no quick saving, but we can allow to revert. So if we horribly fail and screw up the entire game and we have to go into a grind like this, we can at least say, well, you know what, fuck the grind. We'll just revert this flight as if it never happened. That means that if we have a big mission like to Juna, for example, we go to Juna and we screw it up, then we at least can say, well, we can revert it, but that will mean that all the science we gathered along the way will be lost. It's not like a quick save where we can, oh, we're almost at Juna, let's quick save just in case we mess up the landing. No, we have to plan the mission still, but we can revert it. I think that's the best solution to this. Because we also want to keep in mind that we have an audience, like Mr. STDW Plays. SDTW Plays. Sorry about that. I didn't mean that as a joke. Sorry. It was genuinely misreading. All right, there we go. So yeah, we have an audience, and those folks at home, they want to see some action. So they don't want to see us launching all the time, the same mission over and over, just because we have to grind out of this bad reputation to get new contracts. So I think hard difficulty with the ability to revert is how we're going to do this in the future. I think that's the way to go. Do you agree? That's all. You can also not agree. I'm fine with not agreeing. Alright, so that's good. Yep, there's the drogue chutes and the normal chutes. We're gonna land in this bay. Oh, that's cool. There's also a bay right over there. That's an interesting landmark. Just a bit of a lake on the beach. Does this count as shores? I don't know. Does this count as I'm gonna? Oh, we forgot to take the. We forgot to take science from the orbit of Kerbin. Space around Kerbin. We forgot entirely. Yep. Alright, so if I had a say in this, which I do because it's my channel sort of, I'm gonna do hard mode with reverting. I think that's the best. But also if we then lose Kerbals, yeah, well, we could also do without reverting, but with respawning Kerbals. But respawning Kerbals is not very interesting. I think reverting is more interesting, because if we fail a mission critically, then we can at least try it again without having to grind out all of these missions. I think that's the best. I don't mind losing Kerbals if I really fudged it up. Because if I have a shit ton of science ready to transmit, but I'm losing a Kerbal because of it, then so be it. You know, I think that's fair, sort of. Alright. Come on. Recover. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do hard mode, but with reverting and possibly with respawning Kerbals. That's something I really want to think over. So yeah, what do you guys think in the comments? Because you guys are obviously part of the channel as well. Don't forget. Quick save too. There we go. So yeah, what do you think? I think that's fair. Because I really like the limitations of hard mode, and just to capture on it, hard mode, no quick loading, because I think quick loading is it's like you're about to dock with the vessel, right? And you quick save. I think you could revert, but only on big missions. Sure, but if it's a small mission, there's no need to revert because, well, I guess there is if it crash. Yeah. You know, I'm starting to doubt myself now. Alright, so this is also a thing. Kerbals level up immediately. This is something I really want to use because bringing your Kerbals back to Earth in order for them to learn a new skill, that's a bit strange to me. Requires signal for control. Range modifier 0.6. Yeah, you know what I'm leaning towards. I'm leaning towards normal settings, but without quick save, and without quick load, and without revert. So we get normal rewards because we now get less rewards as well, and everything is more expensive, which just slows the game down. All right, let's see. Let's go to the main menu for a bit. All right, so let's start new. And I'll recover what we did. I'll recover what we did off screen. That's fine. So I think let's not allow reverting flights then, because I get what you're saying. You can only revert on big missions. Let's just not allow reverting at all. But let's have the missing crew respawn because I really like the original 4 Kerbals. And let's just have it take, you know what, let's have it take 84 hours. 48, sorry. What's the max? 100 hours. It will take 100 hours, that's fine. No entry purchase. Well, let's start with hard. And then say missing crew respawns 100 hours. And I want the science rewards to be 100%. I want the fund rewards to be 100%. Reputation rewards 100%. Funds penalties just 100%. 100%. Decline penalty is 1 in the original, I believe. Alright, so this is all 100%. Resource abundance 100%. We still need a comms network, right? And starting funds 10,000. Sure, why not? 10,000. Advanced. Kerbal experience, and they level up immediately. I think that's allow negative funds in science. Sure. Sure, why not? Part pressure limits, part G-force and Kerbal G-force. That is always optional, I believe. Building damage impact part upgrades. Sure. Requires signal for control. Plasma blackout. This is range modifier. We'll have it just at 1. Oh, there's no option for 1. It's 199. Alright, so yeah, but it's normal and it starts to become 1. Alrighty. You know what? I'm gonna have normal settings, but I'm gonna make it harder for myself. So without these, no quick save, no quick load, no revert. Missing crew respawns, sure. No entry purchase required. No, there is entry purchase required. And this is all just 100%. That's fine. And then advanced, level up immediately. I think that's good. Yeah, I think we're going to go with these settings. Occlusion modifier and vacuum and atmosphere. Sure. Sure, that's all fine. I think I'm going to run with these settings. Which is basically Well, it's not moderate. It's not easy as well. It's somewhere in between. I'm gonna mess with these settings a bit, and I'm gonna start anew, and at least until the point where we are now. And we're gonna continue from there on the next stream, because it's been quite a while. We've been streaming for 3.5 hours, and yeah, I have to get to work tomorrow. So yeah, I work on Saturdays as well. Yep, I know. Alright, I think we're going to leave it there for now. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Let's roll them credits. Look at this. Look at this. The credits, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Britcore, CrimiBot, thank you for keeping an eye out. And we'll all see you again next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.